Hey YouTube, how's it going? Rashad here, back with another video like I told you I would. So today is gonna be a little turn. So I want to touch base on mental health, men's mental health to be specific. I do think that is something that has been neglected for a very long time. I do think a lot of the average man, at least in their growing years, early 20s, it honestly starts in the teens, and it goes throughout the early 20s, and it could really be a problem if it leads over to your 30s. But I do think a lot of young men in their 20s go through this period of just feeling lost. And there's a whole there I mean, the context varies, whether it's strict parents, it all stems from childhood mainly. And I do think social media, or just the internet, doesn't push this issue enough, which is why there hasn't been a lot of progress throughout the years. Because of course, if this isn't something that's pushed, then we're going to think it's okay to continue bottling up our emotions on our issues. And the more you bottle it in and suppress it, that shadow that you're suppressing is going to become irritated. And very often, when you suppress that shadow, when you create that inner balance in between that ego and that shadow, oftentimes your shadow pays its dues by projecting, whether it's hatred, whether it's anything, anything negative is usually a sign of projection, which is due to how can I explain it? It's really just not catering to your emotional well-being, which is not speaking up, not communicating, not doing research. And I've personally even looked this up on YouTube, men's mental health, and honestly, there's not a lot. And I'm not complaining about it, but I'm really just trying to shed light to an issue, a very, very big issue. And I'm very passionate about this because I'm speaking from experience. I don't know if you guys already, I don't know if y'all have seen my video, but last year I lost my pops, which was a very hard, and I don't even think they known what the cause of death was. So was another just crushing moment for me. And I haven't been handling it too well, especially these last few months has been very hard. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm from Texas. Well, I'm from Maryland. I'm from Maryland, but I moved to Texas, so I've been here for the last year and a half. And sometimes I do have those moments where I feel alone. That's a very human, normal feeling, especially when you're going through emotional distress, which is all part of grieving. But it comes to a point where you don't want to let that take over you. And like I said, it ends up projecting in how you treat others. And honestly, negligence of your own emotional well-being is a big cause to burning bridges with people in your life, whether it's loved ones, co-workers, business partners, you name it. It's very important to communicate and seek for solutions. I had a very close friend of mine recommend therapy to me, and I've really been trying to remain open and receptive to any useful information that from the outside, because I do have to understand, even if it's not something I take up on, just the pure fact that I communicated my issues, and through that I had in return I get an active solution, which is therapy. And it really opened up my eyes in terms of just communicating, even when it's something negative. Because like I said, nine times out of 10, people are able to empathize with you, because everyone goes through stuff in life. Life is hard, so it honestly is refreshing, and it's been refreshing communicating and expressing my feelings, and it honestly feels good. It makes me happy. So I do think with men there's an obvious stigma in terms of bottling it in, and that being labeled as strong and tough, and it's all subjective at the end of the day. But I think the fact of the matter is you're neglecting a part of yourself that needs to be equally catered to, just like you would do with anything else. Just like people strive to do great things externally, whether it's accomplish something, win something, get something done. That's the ego. Our ego is very much well catered to, because this is what we do every day. We have to wake up, we have to make money, we have to get stuff done. If we have mouths to feed, our ego is what's keeping that intact. But there's also a shadow, which is often something we don't see, but others might see. So I think that's why they call it shadow work, and it's called a shadow because you don't know what's really there. It's really just a feeling, because if you knew what it was, then that shadow's already conscious, so it wouldn't be a shadow. But yeah, I'm rambling, but I'm just I'm personally trying to take my own advice, and I'm taking advice that I'm been given from family, friends, and peers. Seek help, seek for solutions. Man or female, if you're going through something, communicate. That is how we strive for an active solution. Us as humans, we're social animals. So if you want to grace through life productively, then we need people, we need others to make a whole, So that's it. I just want to shed more light on men's mental health and the importance of speaking up. And I just want to assure men and women and humans in general that never don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. And just don't be afraid. I think that's the big thing, because life has a way of bringing balance to you even when you're living an unbalanced existence. That's just how the way life's shaped. So for example, you're gonna have to face, if there's whatever you're dealing with that you're trying to sweep under the rug or avoid, everything comes around full circle. So you're going to have to face it at some point. So why not tackle it then and now? Because the faster you attack it and you commit yourself to fixing whatever's hurting you, then the faster you'll come up with an active solution. And once you get that solution, you apply it to your day-to-day life, and then that's when change starts to happen. Or not even change, but improvements. I'm feeling better as a whole. So and I'm going to continue shedding light just on mental health in general. I would feel honored to be able to touch some women also, because like I said, people go through things, and I want to create an active platform to express yourselves, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I just want to get in the habit of communicating. I want to be a better communicator. I want to have good, strong, healthy, genuine, real relationships with people, with my audience, with life, because I love life. And if you love life, you have to love all aspects of it, whether it's good, bad, evil, misfortunate. That's just what it is. And we also have to understand as humans that we are meant to carry burdens. That's just how we are, our genetic make. That's just how we are made. So if somebody dies, if something tragic happens, or even something good, those are burdens. There could be bad or there can be good burdens, but we are meant to carry those. So you can't avoid you can't avoid misfortune. You know, if it happens, it happens the way it was meant to. So yeah, I'll talk forever. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up short, but I want to continue talking about this topic. So just leave a comment under down below for any topics or anything specific that you would want me to tackle in, and I can give you my greatest insight on it. I'm pretty insightful myself. I'll toot my own horn for that. But all right, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Y'all take it easy. Have a great night or a great day. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for all your support. I appreciate it. Doesn't go unnoticed once. So just leave a comment, like the video. I'd appreciate that personally. And enjoy. Till next time.